Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Yeah, Solana showed us a bit of a fake out yesterday here after this wave 4 triangle spiked in a possible wave 5, but it would be a little bit too short for a wave 5. Yeah, at least I would have liked to see at least 2750. We discussed this, I think, in yesterday's video. All we did so far was just to retest this trend line out of which Solana broke from the downside. Yesterday, the count I assumed here was that the wave 4 would sit here because of the breakout to the upside, an ABCDE triangle with the wave 5 to the upside. But the latest drop, yeah, it's morphed a little bit into a different pattern, I think. It's morphed a little bit into a different pattern. I have to move the wave 3 back to where it was initially. And I still think it has a way to go to the upside. I still think it will push higher before coming down, but that we have some more short-term downside potential now in line with Bitcoin, Ethereum as well. At least that is what my assumption would be here for this fourth wave. And I still have here the wave 1, wave 2. The problem is if I move the wave 3 back, I have to put the 1, 2 again back to where it was on initially. So maybe the initial count was correct. And the market just did a bit of a fake out here yesterday. So 1, 2, 3. This is then still a wave 4, but we didn't have an Elliott wave triangle. So take that ascending broadening wedge out. That's not relevant anymore. It basically morphed into a WXY pattern in my opinion. So we have here a wave W to the downside, then an X wave to the upside, and we could be in a Y wave now. Which will come sort of into a little bit of a lower reach. I don't think we started the wave 2 correction, so I'm gonna delete that yet, that support area, because also for this count would be in line with Bitcoin, Ethereum as well broadly, and we're expecting here one more dip for to finish off this fourth wave. Where could that go to? So if I'm now giving you a key support area, then we are talking about, so 1 second. Just want to make sure that I've got the correct levels here. So yeah. So ideal target as measured as per Fibonacci retracements would be the area between $17 and $21.28. That's just purely measured against Fib retracements of the third wave, which are relevant for a fourth wave. We can also measure as per, taking the length of the W wave, go to the high of the X wave, and then we get targets. So first target would be the 1-to-1. Well, the very first target is the 61.8% extension that was reached now, but it's a target that, it's always, do you enter where the risk is low, right? And here, yes, we've sort of pulled back to support, as you can see, but in all likelihood, the wave Y would normally go longer. So we've got the first relevant support then at 22.12. So I am going to add a support line here. That's the 1-to-1 ratio between wave W and wave Y. And then we've got the 1.618 extension as a very relevant support at 1932. So my strategy here is that should we get into the green support area, I'm going to scale in again to Solana. We already had 3 successful entry points here. We had one here as well. I did take it out because it became unreliable. And, in the end, maybe it was the correct decision. Yesterday after the move up, I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't have taken it off. But in the end, it's just become a bit unreliable, this sort of mess. And it could just be a Y wave that's currently unfolding here. And in the Y wave, also to show you, possibly an A wave down, a B wave up, and we could now be running down in a C wave. Here also, maybe worth checking, target-wise, measuring the length of the A wave, going to the high of the B wave. That also gives us targets. We will here, as per this, have a target at 22.50. That's the 1-to-1 ratio between A and C. So between $22.50 and $22, we've got the first key support, and then here the 1.618 extension is at 1981. So these are all relevant support levels that we need to pay attention to when the price now comes down a bit further, which I would still expect at this stage. But also a C wave, as you can see there, would not move in one straight line. So we'll see a bit of up and down. And maybe before the FOMC meeting, so before the Fed interest rate decision on Wednesday, we see a bit of profit taking, due to the uncertainty. And then when everything goes as expected, which ideally it will be on Wednesday, which is 25 basis points, we might see that last leg to the upside in a wave 5, and then I can also readjust the target area for the 5th wave. But at the moment, price action would suggest that the wave 5 hasn't started yet, and that also would put it in line with Bitcoin, Ethereum, which gives me a better feeling. Okay, that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.